Your person is currently putting in a great deal of effort to work their way back to you. They are beginning to understand what you truly mean to them, and they are pushing themselves to create the kind of stability and commitment you've been hoping for. At the same time, you've made the conscious decision to focus on your own responsibilities and personal growth. You are no longer waiting around or putting your life on hold. Instead, you are taking full ownership of your path, which is making you stronger, more grounded, and more independent than ever before. Your person, sensing this shift in you, is now taking charge of their own life in a way they perhaps never have before. They are trying to rise above old habits, distractions, and the emotional chaos that once held them back. This is their attempt to become someone who can stand beside you as an equal, someone who can offer you not just words, but true commitment and stability. However, the journey between you hasn't been smooth. In the past, there was a great deal of unresolved hurt, misunderstandings, and stagnant energy that kept both of you from moving forward together. This energy built up over time until it became too heavy to carry. Eventually, you reached your breaking point and decided to close out this painful cycle for good. You chose to stop chasing, stop waiting, and stop investing your energy into a situation that wasn't giving you the consistency you deserved. This decision has deeply unsettled your person. Now that you've pulled back, they are starting to worry that you might move on, not just with anyone, but with someone they fear could be better than them in every way. This fear is gnawing at them, and it's forcing them to reflect on their actions, or in some cases, their inaction. They are realizing that while you were ready to build a future, they were hesitating, and now the tables have turned. They are also feeling anger toward the people around them, friends, family, or other influences, because they believe outside opinions and interference played a major role in damaging what they now see as the most beautiful connection of their life. In their mind, these external voices sowed seeds of doubt, encouraged delays, or created unnecessary drama, and your person now feels that they allowed these opinions to sway them when they should have been listening to their own heart. In their private moments, they are praying and hoping that you are not exploring other romantic options. They know that the time they have taken to come forward with a true commitment has been long, maybe too long, and they fear that this delay has given you every reason to look elsewhere. They hope you're still open to them, even though they can sense you've become more self-reliant and less emotionally available to them. Meanwhile, you are staying in your own lane. You're minding your business, focusing on your personal life, your responsibilities, and the things that make you feel whole without depending on anyone else. This self-focus has created a shift in your energy that they can feel, even from a distance. Where you once might have comforted them, reassured them, or made space for their fears and insecurities, now you are holding your boundaries. This is causing them to panic, because they no longer feel your emotional presence in the same way. The safety net they once had, your patience, your understanding, your constant support, is gone, and they are starting to fully realize the magnitude of what they have lost. For you, this hasn't been an easy process. Walking away from an emotional connection like this comes with its own challenges. You may still be facing certain fears about the future, about whether you made the right decision, and about the uncertainty of love. But recently, you may have noticed moments of unexpected happiness bubbling up inside you, almost out of nowhere. These bursts of joy, which might have appeared over the last 3 or 4 days, are not random. They are a sign that you are releasing fear-based energy, shedding the emotional weight you've been carrying, and stepping into a lighter, freer version of yourself. This is why it's so important for you to stay calm and positive right now. You are in a period of emotional transition, moving from pain into peace. Your energy is shifting, and as you let go of the heaviness of the past, you're creating space for better things to flow into your life, whether that's a renewed connection with this person, on healthier terms, or an entirely new chapter with someone who matches your energy and effort from the start. Your person, on the other hand, is still in the middle of their own awakening. They are coming to terms with the idea that they may have taken too long, that they may have assumed you'd always be there, and that real love cannot survive on intentions alone. It needs consistent action, clear communication, and the willingness to put each other first. As they work to improve themselves, their urgency is growing, because they know they are running out of time to prove to you that they can be the partner you need. This dynamic, you focusing on your own path while they scramble to catch up, is creating a powerful shift in the balance of your connection. For so long, the emotional weight may have been in their favor, but now, without trying, you've taken back your power. Whether you choose to let them back in or not, you are in a position of strength, clarity, and emotional independence. And that, more than anything, is what will shape the next chapter of this story. All I have ever truly wanted in my life is to be with you. From the moment you became a part of my world, everything changed, and deep down in my heart, I know without a single doubt that we will come back together when the time is right. Life has its seasons, times when things flow smoothly and times when they feel like they're pulling us apart, but I believe our bond is strong enough to survive any distance or pause. Our story is not over. In fact, I feel like it's still being written, even in the moments when we're apart. Please don't ever mistake my silence for not loving you. My quietness has never been about a lack of care or affection. The truth is, there have been so many things happening behind the scenes, changes in my life, challenges I've had to face, and personal battles I've needed to fight. Some of them I had to face alone, not because I didn't want you there, but because I needed to understand myself better before I could fully be present for you. In those moments, I was so grateful that you understood and respected my need for space. That space, though difficult, became a gift, one that allowed me to grow in ways I couldn't have if you hadn't been so patient and understanding. There's no doubt in my mind that you are one of the most mature and understanding people I've ever met. You have a way of seeing the bigger picture, of trusting the process, even when things aren't perfect. I've always admired that about you. If you ever look closely at my words and actions, you'll see how much I admire and cherish you. It's true that I sometimes find it hard to say I love you directly. Those 3 words feel so small compared to the depth of what I feel for you. But I've always tried to express my love in countless different ways, in the little things I do, in the moments I listen without judgment, in the times I stand beside you without needing to speak. My love is there in every look, every gesture, every silent prayer for your happiness. You fill my soul with so much love and affection that sometimes I can hardly believe it's real. You've brought joy into my life in ways I never thought possible, and no one else could ever make my heart as full as you do. Even during the times when I was unsure of myself, even when confusion clouded my decisions, one thing never changed: I never wanted to lose you. The very thought of losing you has always terrified me because what we have is rare, something people search their whole lives to find and sometimes never do. It's true, my love for you runs so deep that it can be overwhelming at times. There are moments when it scares me, not because it's a bad thing, but because it's so powerful. It's the kind of love that changes the way you see the world, the kind that reshapes who you are. You are perfect for me in a way that no one else could ever be. It's not about us being the same or thinking alike in every way. In fact, we're different in many aspects. And that's what makes what we have so beautiful. Those differences are not obstacles, they are the very things that make us stronger. They mean we can complement each other perfectly. Where I fall short, you lift me up. Where you feel uncertain, I will stand firm for you. We balance each other in a way that feels natural, as if it was always meant to be this way. I believe that the best relationships are not the ones where two people are identical, but where their strengths and weaknesses fit together like puzzle pieces. You bring qualities into my life that I don't naturally have: your patience, your perspective, your calm in the face of challenges. In turn, I hope I bring you a kind of energy, determination, and warmth that you can lean on. Together, we form something unshakable. Together, we can face whatever life throws at us. There's a quiet confidence in my heart when I think about our future. I don't know the exact day or moment when everything will align, but I know it will happen. We've already shown that we can withstand uncertainty, distance, and change. Love like ours doesn't just disappear, it adapts, it grows, and it waits for the right moment to bloom again in full. I hold on to the vision of us walking side by side again, stronger than ever, looking back at everything we went through and realizing it only made our bond deeper. Until that time comes, I want you to remember this: my love for you has never faded. Even when I am quiet, even when I seem far away, you are always in my thoughts. You are the person I carry with me in every decision, in every dream, in every plan I make for the future. You have my heart completely, and there is no one else who could ever take your place. You are not just my love, you are my safe place, my home, and my greatest adventure. I don't take lightly the kind of connection we have. It's rare. It's precious. And it's worth holding on to, no matter what. I know there will be a day when we will stand together again, and all of this will make sense. When that day comes, we will see that every pause, every challenge, every test of patience was just another way life was preparing us for something even better. Until then, I'll keep loving you in the quiet ways, in the small gestures, in the unspoken moments that carry just as much meaning as the loud declarations. You are my heart, my strength, and the one I want to share my life with, now and always. Your partner sees you as far more than just someone they care about. In their eyes, you are the perfect match, the person who understands them in ways no one else ever has. They view you as a safe harbor, a source of comfort, and even a nurturing, motherly figure who could guide and care for their children with love and patience. This is not a casual or fleeting feeling for them, it's a vision of a shared life built on trust, understanding, and emotional warmth. In their heart, they want to offer you everything symbolized by the 10 of Cups: joy, harmony, a loving home, and the sense of emotional fulfillment that so many people spend a lifetime searching for. But alongside that deep appreciation comes the weight of regret. Your partner is beginning to realize just how much damage they caused by the way they tried to capture your attention. Instead of approaching you with honesty and vulnerability, they chose a tactic that was both immature and manipulative, attempting to spark jealousy in you, thinking it would make you fight harder for them. They believed this game would prove your love, but instead it exposed cracks in their own understanding of healthy connection. Now, as they reflect, the truth is unavoidable: their plan failed, and not only did it fail, it pushed you further away. They see now that you are unmoved by petty attempts to provoke you. You did not engage in the drama. You refused to be pulled into a cycle of insecurity, and that calm resistance spoke volumes. In fact, your ability to remain unbothered was the very thing that triggered a deep change within them. Something about your grounded response, your refusal to let their nonsense shake you, forced them to confront themselves in a way they had been avoiding for years. This awakening has not been gentle. They are now walking through what many describe as the dark night of the soul, a spiritual and emotional reckoning that strips away illusions and forces a person to face their own shadows. In this space, they are feeling an overwhelming sense of loss. They see you not just as someone they love, but as the most precious person in their life, someone who gave them pure, unconditional care without demands or conditions. The thought that they may have pushed you away for good is devastating to them. The universe, in its own way, has intervened. It has not only provided you with the opportunity to step away from this toxic pattern, but it has also created circumstances that force your partner to face the consequences of their actions. Through this separation, whether physical, emotional, or both, they are finally seeing the full impact of the mental and emotional toll their behavior took on you. They are beginning to recognize how their choices created an environment where you felt drained, undervalued, and at times even tortured by the constant undercurrent of games and blame. As the layers peel back, your partner is starting to confront a painful truth. Much of the hurt they inflicted was not based on anything you did, but on their own insecurities and unresolved wounds. They blamed you for things you never caused. They criticized you for faults that were never yours. This realization is both humbling and heartbreaking for them. Healing, they are learning, is not just about letting go of pain, it's about owning the harm they've caused others and making the conscious choice to grow beyond it. Right now, they are in a state of deep emotional need. Despite everything, they crave your presence and your understanding more than anything. They want your emotional support, not in the way they once demanded it, as if it were their right, but in a more vulnerable and humble way. They want to feel the warmth of your acceptance again, the kind of acceptance that made them believe in love when life had left them cynical. But they also know that regaining your trust will not be as simple as asking for it. The bridge between you has been damaged, and they are beginning to understand that only consistent change and genuine effort can repair it. This period of growth is as much about you as it is about them. For you, the universe's guidance is a reminder that you do not have to remain in situations that drain your spirit. It's an affirmation that your boundaries are not only valid but necessary, and that protecting your peace is an act of self-love, not selfishness. Walking away, or at least stepping back, has created the space needed for both you and your partner to reflect and transform. For them, this journey is an initiation into emotional maturity. It is the beginning of learning how to love without control, to cherish without possession, and to nurture without wounding. The truth is, they may not yet know how to fully embody the love they feel for you, but they are starting to see the difference between wanting someone and being ready for the responsibility of loving them well. In time, this transformation may lead them back to you, offering the genuine 10 of Cups they've always envisioned. Or it may simply serve as the lesson that finally breaks their cycle of sabotaging the relationships that matter most. Either way, the energy has shifted. The old patterns are being dismantled, the truth is being illuminated, and the path forward, whatever it holds, will be built on a clearer, stronger foundation. For now, the story rests here, you, standing in your strength, guided by the universe toward peace and healing, and them, humbled, reflecting, and beginning the long journey toward becoming the partner they once thought they already were.